On the night of January 30th, 2026, the lights of the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City were blinding. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, sat across from Stephen Colbert, grinning as he delivered a series of sharp satirical jabs at the American presidency and the British monarchy. To the casual viewer, it was late-night entertainment. To the UK-US diplomatic corps, it was a declaration of war. While the audience laughed at Harry's jokes about electing a king 3,000 miles away, inside the private encrypted chambers of Windsor Castle, there was no laughter. There was only the cold, calculated silence of a monarchy that had finally reached its breaking point. Before moving forward, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for daily updates. While the internet was busy clipping Harry's jokes for social media, a far more consequential event was unfolding in the shadows. A 34-minute encrypted call was placed from Windsor Castle directly to the private residence of the President of the United States. The woman on the line wasn't calling as a sister-in-law, she was calling as a diplomat. Princess Catherine was about to perform a masterclass in soft power that would effectively isolate Prince Harry from the crown's protection forever. Today, we are breaking down the most high-stakes 24 hours in modern royal history. We're diving into the restricted bulletins from Buckingham Palace, the granular details of Harry's O1 visa scrutiny, and the shocking 2025 financial audits that suggest the rebel royal narrative is finally collapsing. This is the moment the crown finally stopped defending Prince Harry and started protecting the kingdom. This is the Great Royal Sever. Let's look at the interview that broke the camel's back. Harry's appearance on The Late Show was meant to be a light-hearted victory lap. But for a prince of the United Kingdom living in a foreign country on a diplomatic interest visa, the rules of comedy are different. Harry didn't just tell jokes, he agitated centuries-old grievances. He took jabs at the founding history of the United States and mocked the sitting president. In the world of high-level diplomacy, where trade deals and intelligence sharing depend on mutual respect, these jokes were viewed as professional sabotage. During a particularly jarring segment, Harry joked about King George III and mocked the current administration's legal systems. Stephen Colbert, usually an ally to the Sussexes, seemed to sense the shift in the room. He reminded Harry that mocking a sitting president while living in the US on a diplomatic interest visa is a dangerous game. For many Americans, seeing a foreign prince who still trades on his royal titles for multi-million-dollar deals mock the nation's leaders felt like an act of extreme ingratitude toward the country providing him shelter. The reaction from London was instantaneous. Buckingham Palace released a bulletin with unprecedented speed. They didn't defend him. They didn't offer context. They simply labeled his actions a matter of individual accountability. In the language of the monarchy, this was a polite way of saying, he no longer represents us. For the first time, the gray men of the palace weren't just staying quiet. They were officially cutting the cord. Within 3 hours of the broadcast, the palace communication team realized they couldn't stay silent. But instead of a formal statement from King Charles, the task fell to Catherine. Why? Because she remains the most popular and trusted figure in the royal family across both sides of the Atlantic. She spoke not as a celebrity, but as the moral compass of an institution under siege. The call lasted exactly 34 minutes. Catherine reportedly told the President and First Lady that the monarchy deeply regretted the tone of the interview. She clarified that the royal family values the special relationship above all else, and that Harry's remarks were strictly those of a private individual. This was a masterclass in soft power reminiscent of her 2019 interaction with the Trumps. By making that call, Catherine effectively firewalled the monarchy. She ensured that Harry's behavior was viewed as a rogue act by a private citizen, not a reflection of the British state. As the call ended, a former ambassador noted that Catherine is now the most reliable face of the monarchy. She didn't arrive to shield her brother-in-law. She arrived to protect 2 centuries of stability. Now, we have to talk about the real-world consequences for Harry's residency in Montecito. Prince Harry resides in the United States under what experts believe is an O1 visa category reserved for individuals with extraordinary ability. Unlike a standard green card, the O1 is discretionary. It is granted based on the premise that the individual's presence provides a unique benefit to the United States. On January 31, 2026, the political landscape shifted. Senator Lynn Rowland of Ohio, a senior member of the Judiciary Committee, issued a statement that sent shockwaves through Montecito. She noted that Harry's reckless mockery of the American presidency and the legal system called into question the very good faith upon which his visa was granted. "We do not host foreign figures to settle personal vendettas," she stated. This wasn't just a political jab. It was a signal that Harry's diplomatic immunity has expired. This political pressure is dovetailing with a long-running legal battle. Since 2024, the Heritage Foundation has been suing the Department of Homeland Security to release Harry's immigration records. They argue that Harry's public admissions of drug use in his memoir should have barred him from entry. With the Colbert interview agitating the public, the Department of Justice is facing renewed pressure. If the court finds that Harry received special treatment, his legal right to remain on American soil could be terminated. But Harry's troubles aren't just diplomatic, they are financial. For years, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have marketed the Arcueil Foundation as a global beacon of service. However, the 2025 financial reviews have painted a much darker picture. Investigative audits have highlighted a staggering lack of transparency in their 2024 tax filings. The most damaging evidence came from the breakdown of their revenue versus their impact. While the foundation raised millions, calculations show that after administrative fees and high-level salaries, only 17% of the funds raised in 2024 were actually dispersed to charitable entities. Compare this to the industry standard of 75% for major foundations, and the narrative of impactful giving begins to look like a marketing facade. This financial scrutiny comes at a time of personal controversy. While Harry was performing satire, in New York, his father-in-law, Thomas Markle, was reportedly in intensive care following emergency surgery. Harry's total silence on the matter, while joking about royal todgers on television, has alienated even his most loyal supporters. The optics of a humanitarian prince ignoring a family crisis while fighting over charity. Margins has created a character crisis that no PR firm can fix. Inside Kensington Palace, Prince William has watched this spiral with a cold, professional detachment. Sources close to the Prince of Wales say he is no longer interested in sibling rivalry. He is interested in the survival of the crown. Following the Colbert incident, William reportedly met with key advisors to finalize the severance protocol. This is not an emotional reaction, it is statecraft. William has authorized the removal of Harry from all remaining governance documents and succession roles. The strategy is clear: isolate the rogue element to protect the institution. While Harry is viewed as a cautionary tale of ego, William is being praised as a visionary leader who prioritizes duty over bloodline. The 34-minute call from Catherine was the first step. William's structural removal of Harry is the final. 1. To truly understand the depth of this severance protocol, we have to look at the historical precedent. Never before has a non-working royal been so systematically stripped of institutional support while living abroad. Reports suggest that William's team has prepared a series of gray bulletins that will slowly phase out Harry's mention in any official royal archive. This isn't just a personal snub, it's a constitutional erasure. The geopolitical landscape of 2026 makes this even more critical. With the UK navigating its post-Brexit position and the US entering a high-stakes election cycle, the special relationship is the only thing standing between stability and chaos. Catherine knew this. William knew this. Harry, it seems, was too busy chasing a late-night laugh to realize the ground was shifting beneath his feet. Experts in royal protocol suggest that the next few months will be a cooling-off period that is anything but cool. We can expect to see Harry's name removed from the royal website's succession page, buried under technicalities. We may even see a formal review by the Home Office regarding his remaining UK security privileges. When the king said Harry was on his own, he meant it in every legal sense of the word. As we look toward the future, the question remains: can Harry survive without the institutional shield he so publicly mocks? His commercial deals with Netflix and Spotify were predicated on his royal proximity. If that proximity is legally and publicly severed by the severance protocol, his value in the Hollywood marketplace plummets. He is no longer a prince with an inside track. He is just a celebrity with a grudge. The 17-minute countdown on Harry's royal relevance has begun. Whether he realizes it or not, the great royal sever is not a possibility, it is a reality. The crown has moved on. The question is, can Harry? Is this the final chapter for the Duke of Sussex? Has he burned the last bridge? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this investigation insightful, please like and subscribe to the channel for daily updates. Because in the game of crowns, duty is the only thing that lasts.